just woke up from my nap, dude. God damn.
So it's going to be a good one. I'm coming down with an illness. My
COVID.
throat makes me want to cough and stuff.
COVID?
Yeah, it's definitely COVID. Definitely. So, you know, we're going to have... Do I have to edit this one, or can I just cough without muting myself? I don't want to break kayfabe and tell everybody the countless hours we spend editing this thing to perfection. I mean, dozens of hours between Wednesday and Thursday.
It's literally hundreds of hours, you know.
Hundreds. Yeah. Between Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah. Ray, I can edit this one. Just yeah. I can do it, Ray. It's not that I'm not really doing much. Oh man. I wish we didn't have to do these so late.
Oh, yeah. I started hitting the indica boys.
You got a sativa for the show, you bitch. Like, what's the matter with you?
I sativa'd before the show, and then I switched to indica because I didn't want to grind.
I'm so sorry, you two. Thank you for putting up with me. I'm so sorry.
We're contractually obligated.
Yeah, it's not like we have much choice. You know how you're kind of worried about... We're kind of worried about you, bro. So that's why we keep coming back.
Yeah. Mutually assured destruction. All right. What do we got? What do we got over here? Let's take a look at the... Hey, Svensson. How you doing, buddy? Looks nice to see you. How come you don't call in shit anymore, man? You got to call something in. I got mine. It's Christmas, you guys. Oh, I gotta get the Christmas music out. Because, you know, normal years we do like a Christmas special episode, but this is no normal year.
Yeah, it is. It's the new normal year.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, get used to it. CNN, I got a new headline just recently. The fearmongers. The doctor who discovered Ebola warns of deadly viruses yet to come. We go deep into the rainforest on the hunt for Disease X.
Oh, God damn it.
Do you guys approve of me wearing a robe while recording?
Absolutely.
As long as you don't do any bullshit like your Coltrane. Don't.
I can.
Oh, easy, bud.
I got a blanket on me. So
luckily, that got green screened out.
Crotch.
Why are you taking your dick out? Don't do that. God damn.
Don't pull your penis out unless you really need to, because indecent exposure is a class 2 felony.
Randy, why's your
That's
game
what
so
Aqua
high?
Teen Hunger Force got me. I have no idea.
Hey, you know, also the class 2 felony, streaming illegally online. Don't fuck around, kids. You're gonna wind up in the slammer.
Yeah.
Like,
Ray, where's my fucking Christmas music, man?
TRDS sounds.
It might be a Discord thing.
You might have to adjust me on your end.
I don't do shit. You don't tell me what to do. I'm the boss.
Rawr, no, I'm the boss.
Fuck. All right. I can always YouTube Christmas music. Fuck. I don't know. What time is that?
Yeah, we can get some ads in there to generate some revenue. Fuck, we don't get revenue from that. Damn it, not again.
No, we'll get stricken.
After all those years of thinking we were gonna rake in the dough playing other people's ads.
Yeah. After all those years of thinking with our dickmans. Oh fuck! Let's do a show.
He used to do a World of Warcraft advice podcast. He even did the original Drunken podcast, changing the game and influencing a generation of podcasters.
Fuck, what episode is it?
But he was disgraced, accused of crimes he never committed. Shamed, he disappeared.
I think I got that. Thank you.
By the grace and generosity of Mr. Rich Dickman, he was raised again. Seconded by his co-host, definitely not main host, Ray. Rem Dickman has returned, sexier and more handsome than ever. This is The Rich Dickman Show, the greatest podcast ever produced by Rich Dickman with Rem and Ray. Featuring executive producer Randy, producer Ryan, Maddie from Australia, hot drummer Newsbaden, and Svensson. The Rich Dickman Show, your slightly better than mediocre podcast.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome to The Rich Dickman Show. Episode 139, as Ray told me just a few minutes ago. It is your podcast that is slightly better than mediocre. I am your very sleepy host, I am here once again enjoying this Christmas Friday. It's not Friday, it's Tuesday. It doesn't work. I thought Thursday's Christmas Eve, Ray. Okay, I got my days all confused because I don't know what day it is. I've been counting down since the 30th of November. I've been counting down. I don't know. I assume it's Tuesday because we're recording Tuesdays, and that's like the only way that's You know how, Ray, you have landmarks when you're driving someplace, like you don't really know where you're going, but you know there's a McDonald's on the left by the stoplight by the corner, and you know you're at the right spot. Like that's kind of where I'm at right now. Anyways, how you doing, buddy? What's going on?
I'm doing good. Let's not talk too loud. Randy's sleeping already. We're about 1 minute and 30 seconds into the show, and Randy is asleep. Do you think we could keep it down and see if we can do a whole episode with him asleep? No, but those directions you were giving.
The fuck?
Oh shit! Oh, he moved. Whew. Maybe that's a good test there.
What happened?
Don't worry about it. We only got 10 minutes left in the show. Don't worry about
shit!
But those directions that you were giving, Rem, those are what I called the pre-MapQuest days.
Yeah.
Like where you would have to do that, right? Yeah, where you're like, hey, so you go past the tree with the big knot, about 3/4 of the way up, and it's only got 3 branches.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff. And then the big boulder looks like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, not the tree with 4 branches.
Whatever the hell it is.
It's a tree with 3 branches. Now, there's a tree with 3.5 branches, so make sure you count correctly. There's only 3 full branches. If you were born after MapQuest days, like, you're fucking stupid. Like, I have no respect for you. I'm sorry, spaghetti. But, like, MapQuest is such a big part of the late 90s, early 2000s. I remember, like, my wife and I, just fucking, like, dating myself. When we were dating, we would look at each other and be like, hey, let's go to Boston for the weekend. I'm like, all right, that sounds like a good idea. Well, how do we get there? I don't know. Let's MapQuest it. And then you print out 3 pages of directions because, you can't really set it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so it's like, all right, what's my next move? What's my next move? And then, she's reading off and, hopefully you had a good navigator to get you through. She was never a good navigator. So I had
a girlfriend that I had to take to the train station one time.
Yeah.
And she kept reading I Street as First Street. And we kept going up and down this one road.
Oh, God.
Like up and down at like 4:30 in the morning or whatever. And I'm like, are you sure you're reading that right? She's like, yeah. It just says First Street or whatever. And I'm like, finally go look at it. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
We've been going up and down. It's like 8 times past the street. There is no First Street. It's on I Street or whatever.
Girlfriends are stupid.
But those were the days.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nowadays.
Like, that's why you never let girls give you directions.
When my
Not
iPhone.
my girlfriend, Rim.
When
I just
my
want to say that for the record.
When my iPhone hooks up to my car through the Bluetooth, it just assumes where I'm going based on the time of day. So then it tells me 46 minutes to your destination. Like, God damn, really? 46 minutes?
To the strip club. Oh.
All right. Life gets back to normal in a couple of days, which is I can't wait. I can't wait to get back to normal.
Yeah.
All right.
It'll be 2021.
It'd be 2021, back to Ray's new normal, but normal for me, where I have my normal job and my normal days off. And I've been going nonstop. What's today? For 23 straight days. And I don't recommend that to anybody. It's very bad. It's very bad to work for 23 straight days and not have a day off. I have been exposed to conditions that nobody should be exposed to. People. I've been exposed to people that nobody should be exposed to. I've had to do a job that nobody should have to do. I may be the only person in the world, Randy, who has the patience enough for this job, and I lost my patience 20 days ago. All right, it has just been a trial and a tribulation, and one of those things that it'll make me stronger one day, Ray. And I'll tell you what, it's made me stronger already because I'm angrier in real life than I've ever been. All right, I yell a lot more. I talked about the FedEx lady last week, right? Yeah. I just start yelling at people for no reason. I give very short and abrupt answers, and I've turned into such an asshole. So I can't wait to get back to normal. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. Oh, hey, let me tell you a story. So, Ray, famously, you conquered the coronavirus. All right. We heard that story a few weeks ago. You had your life upended,
in the neck.
right? You faced some discomfort. and you faced some what's that word? Inconvenience. All right, but yet you stood up
Went to
and
prison.
you defeated coronavirus 19. Randy, what's the official name for it? Look it up for me, okay?
COVID-19. COVID-19.
Quick research.
No, it's like novel coronavirus 2019 something. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But if you can look that up for me, that'd be great. Okay, so the last what's today? The 22nd, and so the last 4 days have been some of the most trying in my life. All right. Let's call it like the 16th, around the 16th. All right. On the 16th, I started to feel a little weird. Right, I wasn't feeling myself. Now, it could be a combination of things. Now, it could be just me wearing down because I've been working so much, right? Not getting enough sleep. It's that time of year. It's the middle of December, right? We got a lot of stress going on because of Christmas and the weather's changing and it's cold and it could be just seasonal things, right? It could be any number of things. But I started to feel a little different, right? My chest started to feel a little bit tighter. Right? And I just didn't feel amazing like I normally do. You know me, right? You guys, you never met me in real life, but I got a sunny disposition for the most part. And I'm always a good mood, right? All right. So that's the 16th.
Always.
Thank you. And now on the 17th, we had a pretty big snowstorm here in the state of Connecticut. And you can watch that video on our YouTube channel, all right? Just search Rich Dickman. You can find Snowstorm 2020 as I prepare for the snow. I did my homage to Joe Robinette. All right, that's my Joe Robinette style video. You should watch that, Ray, if you haven't. Randy liked it. Randy said it was good. My mom did too.
Yep, it was great.
Thanks, buddy. All right, so we had the snowstorm, and then I kind of worked from home in my own office that day, right? But I still had to work, right? All right, so the 18th, they go back to work. The 18th, I find out. Now, you got to, so in this thing that I'm doing, during the day, there's 5 management people, of which I am one, okay? We're all in this like office, and everybody's in and out and doing stuff and running out on the floor and doing things, and I do a lot of admin stuff. So I hear that one of the management guys like sliced his finger open during the snowstorm on a garage door, and had to go to the hospital to get stitches. Right, so he went to the hospital, and of course, as per protocol, when you go to the emergency room, is Randy frozen or is he just so high that? Oh no, there he goes. Okay,
he's so blown away by your story already.
Thank you. When you go to the hospital, I'm sorry, Ray. Okay, I'm sorry if it's boring. It gets better. I have to set this up. Jesus Christ. Protocol when you go to the hospital is they got to swab you for the coronavirus. All right, they got to swab you. But they don't tell you the results right then and there. All right, they just swab you.
Well, and the reasoning is you cut your finger. Yeah, you got to get tested for corona.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And you would think if you're going into the emergency room, of which you're going to leave in a couple of hours, they would do maybe a rapid test to give you an idea whether or not you have the Rona or not. Okay. So this dude comes back to work on the 18th, and we're all in there, and him and his group, they're in a meeting with telecom, and then a few minutes later, I come back into the office. I had to leave, and I come back and they say, "Hey, Rem, can you leave the office for a few minutes?" I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." All right. So I leave, and nobody calls me back and says it's time to come in. So I kind of have to force my way back in there, and then they say, "Oh God, should we tell him?" And I said, "Oh, tell me what? Like what's happened?" Turns out, this asshole who sliced his finger open tested positive. He had been coughing for a couple of days, but thought it was just seasonal stuff, because it happens every year to him. But he tested positive. They decided that I wasn't a close enough contact, so every single one of them got sent home, but me. Right? Even though we're all in the same little office and the same passing, they happened to share a car because they were staying at a hotel together. So they all got to go home, but I had to stay. All right. Well, that's number one. Okay. So that's exposure number one. I call my doctor up and I'm like, "Hey, doctor's office, I may have been exposed to the Rona. Maybe I should get tested because I got Christmas coming up." Well, you have to wait 5 days. Oh, okay. Do you have any symptoms? Oh, my chest is tight, a little bit of a sore throat, but not really. Okay. You got to wait 5 days. Okay. Okay. I mean, how fucking serious is this thing? Like, really? I have to wait 5 days? Okay. No problem. All right. I'll wait. Okay. So the next day is Saturday. And on Saturday, I'm trying to explain to the nighttime supervisors why nobody came in the morning. Okay, nobody nobody spread the message that these guys all went home with coronavirus, okay? Because there's a certain talk that has to be given, and you can't just go tell everybody. One person has to come and talk. It's the most ridiculous bullshit, right?
Yeah.
So leave it to me to have to explain to the nighttime supervisors what happened and why there was nobody there. So there's 3 of them. One of them is kind of in and out of the office we're in, all right? And this is important, okay? And the other 2 are in the office with me as I keep explaining. And one of the guys is out in the corner. Like he's crouching down in the corner and he's just looking despondent. Like, like he just found out his grandmother died. And we're like, hey man, what's going on? What's up? Like, why are you over there all crouched over and looking sad? He's like, I haven't been feeling good for a couple of days, man. Like, I got all these symptoms. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you here? Why are you fucking here in the first? It's like, well, did you taste your dinner? Did you taste your dinner? He's like, yeah, I did. It's like, well, you're probably okay, but if you need to go get tested, go get tested. So he leaves. He goes to get tested, right? And then the other guy who was in with me, all right, we talk a little bit more, and we're, and then he goes home. Okay. So fast forward a couple hours. The guy who went home originally, he calls me up and says, hey, Rem, I just tested positive. I'm like, what the fuck, really? Like, you just fucking, like, goddamn. So I have to do the paperwork on him because I'm the only manager left, right? All right. So that guy tests positive. We were in the same room for maybe 15 minutes or so, but we weren't close, right? He was out in the corner. And then the other guy who I was left in the room with, he's like, well, we rode in the car together with no masks on. I'm like, oh, really? Like, and you and I are just fucking like standing here talking to each other. Yeah, we got our masks on. We're not very distant. So he wakes up later that night with a fever, deciding, okay, he needs to get tested too. Okay, I haven't heard from him, but I assume he's now positive. Okay, so it leaves me and that one lone nighttime guy. Okay, and they're bringing in other daytime managers now. Okay, where they're finding replacements. Okay, so that's Saturday. Sunday comes, Monday comes, and what's today? Today's Tuesday. All right. Tuesday, the occupational nurses are finally getting a hold of this case, and they're starting to identify close contacts. Okay, so I get an email from Human Resources say, Rem, we need you to identify who this person is. I'm like, these 2 of these guys. Okay, so the one guy who's crouching in the corner, he goes by initials, and the other guy who's in and out of the office goes by initials. Okay, I can't give you what their initials are. Let's just say they're AB and DD. And CD. Yeah, AB and CD. Okay, so they say, so we need to know who CD is. And not thinking anything, I'm like, oh, CD, he wasn't the issue. It's actually AB. I did the paperwork in AB already. And that's all sent up. And then so the human resource manager calls me and says, hey, Rem, you need to tell me who CD is. I forget who they are. You need to tell me who CD is. And so I tell her. So, yeah, well, he's the last guy left on night times. Well, he was identified as a close contact. And I said, by who? And she said, the guy who's tested positive. And I said, okay, well, call CD. He feels fine. He said he wasn't with the guy very much at all because they're in passing. Well, it doesn't work that way. What? I'm sorry, what do you mean it doesn't work that way? It says, if one of our presumptive positives identifies a person, that's a close contact, and that's what we go by. Like, but you don't ask any questions of the other side? Like, you're just going to take all these people out of here? Do you realize there's nobody left? Do you realize there's nobody to come in this very night that I'm speaking to you, Ray and Randy, to manage that place? Well, that's how it goes. Okay, so in the meantime, I may have been exposed to the virus, but I had to wait 5 days to get a test. All right. This guy who has been working since that positive case suddenly was identified as a close contact by the guy who was positive, but nobody asked this guy any questions, but now he's out of work. Okay. So if you're wondering why some of these companies are struggling this holiday season, this is why, because everybody gets taken out without that, then they're just fine. All right. So while all this is going down, right, I call my doctor's office because, again, I got my parents and my in-laws coming on the 24th, and the 25th we do Christmas, right? And I don't really want to ruin the Christmas for the kids if I don't have to. So we set up a Zoom call because I had a symptom. They're not just going to test me. I have to meet with a doctor. And my symptom was my chest is tight. And on Monday I had an achy throat. I wouldn't say it was sore. It was achy. All right. I have my Zoom call with my doctor this morning at 10 o'clock. All right. And we're talking about my symptoms. And he says, if you didn't have the chest tightness, I wouldn't really think anything of it. maybe you should quarantine for 7 days, but we'll test you. And I'm like, okay, so like what about Christmas? Like, is that, what if I'm negative and we have, and he's like, well, you're not coughing. So because you're not coughing, it's an airborne spread thing. Like, you could probably have people over as long as you wear a mask and you stay away from everybody. It's like, so whether I'm positive or not, I can have people over if I'm not Okay, that kind of goes. So why are we sending people fucking home from work if that's the case? All right, like if asymptomatic is not a thing and you're not coughing or spreading droplets, why are we? Okay, so like I'm so confused. I call my mother up after this, who was a nurse. I'm like, this is the most bullshit shit ever. like everybody just making shit up as we go. Like, if you're not coughing, it's okay to have Christmas, but you should probably quarantine from work anyways. Like, well, what the fuck? It should be just like one or the other, not both. What you're telling me is both. But let's get you in for a COVID test. Okay, cool. You know what? It's one of the rapid tests. I'll have a result by the end of the day, and they'll send out another sample to the lab for, the better test, right, Ray? Okay. So I pull up. It was at 2:00. All right, it's a drive-through thing, right? And I pull up. I call the office. They come out. They give me the swabs. I do the bullshit in my nose. I spin it around my nose. 5 seconds each nostril. 2 different swabs. I put them in. Okay, and so I have to wait for my results because everything's on hold right now. Like, there's a lot that this, if a positive test affects. My kids got to come out of school. Mm-hmm. The close contacts of my kids' school need to be notified. I got to notify my job. It's a whole thing, right? So I'm just waiting, and they call me up, and wouldn't you know it, Ray? I'm negative.
Mm-hmm. So keep working.
No, here's the thing: you're negative. But you should stay home for 7 days. Like,
oh, just 7 though?
Yeah, it's 7. It's 7 or 10. 10 for a positive, 7 for a negative. Like, what the fuck is 3 days really going to make? Okay, so I have.
Oh, ours is the opposite.
Well, I mean, according to
ours is.
Go ahead.
Ours is just if you test positive 10 days. If you're around someone, 14. It's negative test or otherwise.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Wait,
yeah,
it's less time if you're positive. Whatever.
Yeah. So whatever. now I don't know what to do. My doctor's office tells me I should be home for 7 days, right? And I have vacation coming up in a couple of days. But I know I'm negative. I'm not coughing. My doctor also said if you're not coughing, you're not going to spread anything. Okay. And I feel fine, except I have some chestitis, which could be stress. It could be anything. Could be asthma. I don't know. I don't have asthma. Maybe I'm developing it. Now I'm getting warm. I can take my hood off. I got 2 days left before my vacation. I'm negative, so we can have people over for Christmas, and I can do all the Christmas, not ruin Christmas. It's the most confusing bullshit ever, is what I'm trying to say. Went through all of this, I still don't have any answer. I still don't know exactly what to do. There's a responsibility at my job, being the only manager left, where I can't just abandon everybody. And if I'm not spreading it and I'm negative, there should be no reason why I can't go to work. But if I don't feel like going to work, I can just call my people tomorrow. I'm like, hey, you know what? I had a test yesterday. I'm negative, but they told me to stay home anyway. So you're on your own. Like, fuck you. Like, I wish I had that in me. I wish I had that fuck you gene in me.
I know. Same here. Same here.
We're destroying businesses, not because we're closing them, but because they're not operating, because we're taking people and sending them home when they're perfectly healthy or capable of working otherwise. It's insane. Okay, so that was my adventure in COVID. So like you, Ray, I too was exposed multiple times, and I also defeated it. So you're not the only alpha coronavirus fighter in this bullshit. I am too. And I would dare say I am much more alpha than you.
No, because you fell victim to a lesser disease, like the common cold. Therefore,
I don't even
the number
have
one
that,
killer.
Ray.
Stress.
Yes, I have it's stress or tightness in the chest. Okay, I'm gonna drop dead in this goddamn stream because of it. All right, but I don't have a cold because I loaded up on my zinc. All right, in my elderberry, and everybody can kiss my ass.
Vitamin D3.
Yes, it's got vitamin D in it as well. That's what you need to fight this thing. Zinc and vitamin D and elderberry gummies and Mike's Harder strawberry. I realized that was probably a really boring story, but I wanted to let you guys in on what my life has been like for the past few days. Thank you for listening, coming to my TED Talk.
That sounds really, really stressful, Rim, and we're here for you.
It's a microcosm of why I find coronavirus I'm just done with it, because the things keep changing. And you know what? I'm still all for that. Let's do things that will improve the safety, whatever it is. Again, I don't like wearing a mask, but it's not that bad. You know what? I bought a lot more chapstick over the last couple months than in the past, but what am I really complaining about this? Just we can wear masks. On the other hand, it's the inconsistencies of, oh, well, now you should do, like I said, you get it, quarantine for 10 days. You're just around someone that had it. They're like, well, at least 14. And it's 14 after the last day of that person's symptoms. So if they were on their 10th day, had a symptom, that could be 24 days.
Yeah.
It's that part's insane, right? So even though you could come back with multiple negative tests, they're still like, nope, quarantine. And then it's the stuff like the people that, like I was in Target today and there was two people. One lady just has the mask under her chin, just, around her neck. Another lady just walk around defiantly without it. And you know what? Like, I'm not afraid, but it's also like, I'm not like, oh no, stay away from me. But like, just wear your fucking mask. Like, what are you doing right now? Literally everyone else has it. You just wear a mask. It's not that big of a deal.
And you know who else is tired of it? The hospitals that are getting overrun. Look at Southern California. Look what's happening.
God damn it. Nobody cares about hospitals, Randy.
No.
Nobody cares about hospitals and their TikTok videos. Fuck nurses and doctors. They're just as bad as teachers right now. Fuck them. Kiss my ass. They signed up for that shit.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. Feel sorry for you. You have to do your job.
Drama.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you have to treat sick people. Okay? Bunch of old sick people who are going to die. And that's very not nice of me at Christmas, and I apologize for that. But I would like to say,
well,
I was hoping, like, there was a part of me that really wanted to be positive and say, yeah, masks don't fucking work, because I've been wearing that mask and everybody else around me has, and I still got it. But I guess if you don't cough in somebody's face or spit on them or in their mouth, you won't catch the you won't give or catch the coronavirus. So here's some advice, some Christmas advice to all our people who are getting this episode on Christmas Eve and are getting ready to gather with friends and family. Number one, if you have to do anything that expels any type of bodily fluid, and I mean any type of bodily fluid, do it on an inanimate object, like your sleeve, tissue, the toilet, anything that's not a person. Okay.
Glass that he's drinking out of.
Yeah, that's not good advice, right? Okay, so any type of bodily expulsion needs to be done on inanimate objects, okay? And number two, if spitting in your mouth or getting spit in your mouth is your fetish, like, don't do that. Just don't do it, because that's how you're going to get corona. Like, put it off for a couple weeks. So you can hang. You don't need, like, Ray, you know this. You don't need to jack off every day. It feels good, but you don't have to do it every day. The same thing with the spit in the mouth fetish. You don't need to spit in people's mouth every day or twice a day. You can take a break. Like Randy sometimes will text me and be like, hey man, I need a medicine break. He calls it something else, but he says, I need a medicine break. And I was like, why? He's like, because I don't want to become immune to my medicine. I'm like, you know what? I get that, bro. I respect the hustle. Mm-hmm. I respect your ability to stop for a few days. Yeah. As he sucks down more medicine. Yeah. So no bodily expulsions on people. All right. That's how we're going to stop the spread of this bullshit, fucking stupid coronavirus. All right. Okay. I think we can all agree on that. Ram,
what would you do without your medicine? Rolling on the floor again, looking for the things that you found evident.
Mm-hmm. So here's some more coronavirus advice. If you think you have it, schedule a test and avoid, First, avoid contact, close contact, general contact with others.
Don't spit on people.
To the greatest extent possible. Yeah. No, but if you think you have it, avoid other people. That's step number 1. Step number 2, schedule a test. Step number 3, continue to avoid people until you get that test result and serve your quarantine period. For example, this one came across the other day. Hey, I scheduled my test, but I'm going to show up to work for a couple more days because I think I got coronavirus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So why did you schedule a test? Oh, well, I thought I had coronavirus. Well, then why did you Then why did you show up to work? Oh, well, I thought that maybe I just had a cold. Well, then why did you schedule a coronavirus test if you think you just had a cold? Oh, because I had coronavirus symptoms. Then why did you show up to work? Oh, well, I thought I just had cold symptoms. People can't, if you can't make those connections, I don't even want to say it. Like you know what I mean? Like you got to be able to make those connections. You just have to.
You know, they tested this guy at the hospital and he came to work the next day. Like, you know, there would be a pause in my brain. Like if I went to the hospital and they were testing me corona, I'm like, oh, man, should I go to work tomorrow? Like maybe I should just take the day off. But he came in anyways. So it's a good thing he sliced his finger open because who knows how many people he could have fucking affected, right?
Oh, true.
I mean, take a day off. Take a day off, wait for the result, right? God damn it.
And there's two reasons you should be getting a test. And so I've seen this. Someone said, hey, I'm going to be traveling for the holidays. Before I go visit my elderly parents that I haven't seen in a while, I'm just going to go take a test. Oh, crap. It came back positive. Am I mad at that person for still having gone to work? No. At no point did they think they had anything, right? They just were just being precautionary. That comes back, you go, tough shit, man. I guess the way cookie crumbles. But yeah, when you're, like I said, true story, we had a job scheduled for like a Thursday or whatever it is. So on the Wednesday before, we call the contractor and say, hey, you're good if we still come out tomorrow, right? And he goes, nope. Literally within the last half an hour, a guy walked up to me on the job site and said, I got my test result back yesterday. And it was positive. It's like, again, like, how stupid are you?
He came up to him to tell him that.
Like, I don't get it.
You got his face started spitting on him.
The job site and told him.
God.
So I mean, it's like those where you're like, if you're those people, like, I don't know what to do with you. You know, maybe just stay home indefinitely.
You know what, Ray? Like, you know, we have our views on the coronavirus, right? But ultimately, we're going to do what we're told to do regarding this right now. Okay, right now. I give us a couple more months before everybody starts to rebel. But right now, if they say wear a mask, fine. I'll fucking put a mask on. If it makes everybody feel better, the sooner we get back to quote unquote normal, the better. Okay, maybe only old people are dying, and maybe I would like to see most of those old people gone. But that's my personal opinion. I don't need to put my opinion on anybody else. So I'm just going to deal with it. Right? I'm not happy wearing a mask. I'm not happy with the lockdowns. I'm not happy with having to sanitize fucking everything because I always wash my hands, sanitize anyways, right? But what was I saying? Oh, I forgot what I was saying. Shit, I'm not even drunk yet.
You wash your hands and sanitize at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
You do both. But wash your hands, sanitize.
I really forgot what I was saying. Like I lost it. Like I was making a point.
So, no, Rim, you said I wash and then I sanitize my hands.
You were saying that we all have our different viewpoints on coronavirus, but
at the end of the day, we all want it to go away, right? At the end of the day, we don't want to go away. So for now, I will do as I'm told to make it go away, right? And if I feel like I'm ill, I am not going to subject my illness to anybody else. This whole thing wasn't about me being ill, though. It was about me getting my parents or my mother or father-in-law sick. All right, because this virus can be very deadly to people over 60 or over 70, especially. My father is 72. My mother is 68. All right, my in-laws are in their early 60s. And I did not want to get them sick because I would feel fucking terrible. I don't care about my kids. My kids will be fine. All right, I'm going to be fine. My wife will be fine. We'll all be fine. But who knows what happens to the older people? It's too much of a chance that I wasn't willing to take. And that's what had me all worked up over it. The more, it's not that we need to be considerate about everybody. Because I'll tell you what, Ray, not everybody in this goddamn country deserves my consideration because most of them are pieces of shit anyways, okay? I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody. All right, but my consideration, my parents, my in-law, the people in my family that I love, they will get my consideration all the time, all right? Yeah.
And to all those of you out there who disagree with Rim, haven't you ever seen a hypocrite before? It's okay. All right.
I'm sorry. You'd have to explain that one.
Because your people are okay. Yeah. Like, they're cool. You want to save their lives, but you don't care about my people?
Nope.
That's fucked up.
Not my problem, Randy. I love you, buddy. I've never met any of your people. That's your responsibility, not mine.
Ignorance is bliss. Do you want to hear my my story of how I tried to help people in their, you were saying that all these businesses are impacted, heavily impacted due to coronavirus, which I still just laugh at everyone saying we should just lock everything down. I can just get my groceries delivered. Just lock everything down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can just stay home. It's like, you do realize there's still people that got to move stuff. Like, there's still things that need to happen. So you can't quite lock it down. Therefore, some things need to operate. Therefore, let's do what we can to, be patient with those people because, I mean, shoot, dude, in the construction industry where I work, there's been heavy impacts to just materials, lead times, just all this stuff, right? So we deal with it all the time. So I decided I was going to go get my wife a present at Target. I saw that they had a couple of these Roomba things. So we have like, it's not hardwood floors, but not carpet downstairs.
I hope your cat shits on the floor and the Roomba gets it.
That's what I'm worried about. But the cat's actually good. The cat's good. The dog, my brother-in-law's dog, is the problem. I'm a little worried. But this one, apparently, so I was trying to find one that says it'll I don't know. So here's the thing. There's pet hair. If you've ever had floors like that, like I came from an apartment. Apartments, I don't know if you know this in California, they have to replace the carpets whatever the carpet's rated for, which is usually like 3 to 5 years. So if you're in the place for, like, if you move in and it's not brand new, pretty much you can do whatever the fuck you want to that carpet. And they're not going to charge you jack squat. You want to know why? Because they have to replace it. So you're not responsible for it.
Fucking California.
So that carpet, so like the carpet at my last place, after being there for a few years, like kids, you got little kids, the carpet's trashed, right? Now here, it's just, call it hardwood floor down there. Which, again, I got a little like 1-year-old running around making crumbs. You walk around barefoot for like 10 seconds and you're just like, I just swept and the bottom of my feet are disgusting.
That's why I wear flip-flops in my house, bro.
Well, so that's what I'm saying. You'd either have to do that or just, it's a never-ending battle with sweeping. I don't want to fucking sweep all day, every day just to keep the floor clean. So I'm like, I'm buying a fucking Roomba for my wife. She'll be happy. She won't have to, right? So I go into Target. There's like 10,000 tags, 3 boxes. I'm like, model number, nothing matches up. So I'm like, well, I'm trying to scan the thing and it pops up on my phone and it says, well, you get a $50 gift card if you do the order pickup. I'm like, oh, well, why don't I just save everybody the trouble, right? Everybody the trouble. I can take this right now, take it over to the checkout, the little, pickup area, and just tell them like, hey, instead of you guys waiting to get this in your rotation, can't you just use your little thing? I could even place the order now. You just scan it with your little phone you guys walk around with, and then bam, I just pay for it, I'm out, and then it's done. And they're like, ooh, I don't know. And this kid takes 5 minutes to get his manager. 5 minutes. He's so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like I get you guys are busy, but dude, I'm trying to save you trouble. I'm trying to.
Doesn't work that way, bud. Can't do that.
Yeah. So then he's like, sorry. Finally, he's like, you have to actually get it online. And I'm like, all right, not a problem. So I just go off to the side. I order it online, paid for it. I go back over there. I'm like, hey, I just placed the order. Do you want to just like scan it? And then I pay for it. And then I'm like, it's already paid for. I just scan it and then I'm out.
Sir, it doesn't work that way.
Ooh, I don't know.
Can't do that,
He's
sir.
like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I literally see people standing there with the little phone clicker things. And I'm like,
sir, it's a different department.
You know what I mean? It's driving me nuts because I'm like, I'm trying to save everybody trouble here.
Stop thinking.
I know, right? And all I'm thinking is this.
This is why I don't give a shit about anybody, happen. Randy.
So here's the thing. They keep telling me it's going to be 2 hours. It'll be ready within 2 hours. And I'm like, yeah, you know what's going to happen?
It's right fucking
parking
there.
lot's fucking full of people. It's the last one on the shelf. I swear to fucking God, I've paid for it. I'm going to go put it back on the shelf. And I guarantee you, I'm not going to stand here and watch it for 2 hours and like slap the hand of a customer that comes by looking at it. Right. So I'm like, oh, I got to go fucking put it back.
You should have bought it in the store.
Then I wouldn't have got a $50 gift card.
Convenience. You're paying for convenience at that point, man.
$50. $50 to wait 2 hours, roll the dice. What would you do?
I'd buy it and get the fuck out of there.
Instant gratification.
I pay more just for convenience, man. I'm so tired of all the bullshit. I had an experience like that at Walmart once too, man. I vowed I'd never do that shit again. I'm sorry. Are you done with your story?
Yeah, that was pretty
Did you end up getting
basically Target. Yeah, I did get a notification about 2 minutes before the show started that my order's ready, so I got to go pick it up now. See you guys later.
All right, let's get. How does that relate to coronavirus again? I don't know, but we should move on from coronavirus because I'm
trying to help them.
It is Christmas.
Trying to help people, and they're just resistant.
We have to celebrate. Last week,
it's not their fault. Their job doesn't give them a lot of flexibility.
Randy, stop making excuses for people. God damn it!
Hey, they're worse than Best Buy.
Now, Ray, them's fighting words, and you know that. All right, don't come at me and tell me Best Buy is still surviving, buddy. Contactless curbside pickup. They have over 30 spots. All right, they have warehouse guys walking out there handing out things with robot arms. You don't even have to get near them.
Yeah,
like they've got
Cyber
that shit
Best
on
Buy
lock, and whenever you go
2077.
inside, yes,
Or get a real job, like in construction.
oh,
boom. All right. So last week we had an episode. We had Crippled Jesus on. I'd like to thank Crippled Jesus for coming on. I'm a big fan of his. I like Chris CJ a lot. But we also did many shots through the episode, and it turned into quite a mess. And Ray, you did the Lord's work trying to put that mess together. So thank you.
Hundreds of hours.
I was drinking this liquor I got my wife for her birthday. It's the only shootable alcohol I had that I wanted to shot. I don't know if that makes any sense. There's a La Pinta, pomegranate tequila. It's delicious. It's delicious stuff. So anyways, we did 7 or 8 shots in the whole thing. Okay. And then we had it, before I even did that, my wife and I had some shots a couple days before. So the bottle was pretty low. So when I brought the bottle upstairs, I looked at it the next morning. I'm like, oh shit, there's not much in here. She's not going to be happy when she wants to get drunk. Right. So I left it there. I didn't say anything. I figured I'd just get another bottle at some point. All right. So she moved the bottle into the fridge. I was at the liquor store today and to get some liquor gifts for family. All right. And this guy tries selling me the bottle all over again. He acts like he's my best friend, like he knows me, and he tries selling me the same shit. I'm like, buddy, you just sold me that last week, bro. Like, oh, I did. I was like, yeah, stop. Anyways, okay. So it was a kind of a hectic night. All right. And my wife. I walk out to the kitchen and I see that the bottle is empty and on the table and on the counter, like to be thrown out. I'm like, oh shit, she's gonna be pissed. She tried to get a shot. There was nothing left, right? So I don't say anything, right? I wait to get yelled at because I drank all, most of her liquor. And then she says to me, she's like, man, I think I drank that too fast. And I'm like, what? And she's like, the tequila. And I said, oh yeah, I said, were you just drinking it from the bottle? She's like, yeah, I just drank it from the bottle. And oh man, my fingers are tingling now. I think I'm drunk. She didn't even notice there was nothing left. She thought she drank the whole bottle. I'm like, oh shit, I got away with this one scot-free. I didn't have to get yelled at for it. So fantastic. She finished off the bottle not knowing that there was, because she's not a drinker, so she doesn't know how liquor works. She didn't know there should be 3/4 of a bottle left rather than two shots. So, yeah, we made it through that one.
Sure, she wasn't setting you up. She could have been trying to set you up to see if you'd come clean, and you might have failed that test.
Yeah, it's my favorite when Rim gaslights his wife on the podcast. You know what I mean? Or talks about it.
She was drunk, and if we didn't have kids, we'd be making babies. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we wouldn't be doing a podcast right now. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah.
me.
Bro.
Yeah. Goddamn.
Ignore what I said.
You can do it you can make babies while we're doing the podcast.
Ray, I tell you that shit all the time, right? And you're out there bragging about banging your wife. I'm like, pics or get the fuck out. And you still haven't sent the goddamn picture. Not that I want to see your dick or anything. There's Randy's dick. But, what are you looking at? What were you looking at, Ray? What were you looking at? Somebody walk in your room?
Nothing.
Are you sure?
No, nobody. Yeah, I was looking at something on my screen.
All right, what do we got going on the show tonight? All right, we got me fighting COVID, my wife and her liquor. Oh, we got $600. The government decided that we were only worth $600. Thankfully, President Trump is threatening. Randy, is $600 enough for people who haven't had to work in months? It's not. But I don't want to talk about politics right now. So I would like to say
there is minimum wage.
Yes.
Yeah, neither is minimum wage, and nobody wants.
Politicians are terrible, And if you sit there and think politicians are going to save your life, or you worship politicians, or you think they're heroes, or they make a difference, you can go fuck yourself, because all politicians are awful.
Yeah.
They're evil, horrible people, and they all need to be fired, tarred, feathered, and thrown out, and start all over again, because our government is broken. It's just fundamentally broken. And I am ashamed of the people who represent us in both houses of Congress, and, for that matter, it's the Supreme Court. Because fuck everybody. Everybody's a piece of shit. And if this year hasn't taught you anything, I'm sorry, but it should have taught you that your government sucks, the people in charge of you are incompetent, and more power needs to be given back to us, the people, because we should be the ones making decisions for our own lives and not listening to anybody else who is bought and paid for by corporations and special interests who have a vested interest in keeping us a certain way. All right? So go kiss my ass.
Hey,
you can
Rem,
take your $600 and shove it
Rem.
up your ass. What?
I have one question.
Yeah.
So all the people that you guys talk about that are super incompetent and ruin your lives, they're the ones that are the people. Like, they're the majority of people.
And they still deserve a job.
I think it's better to keep it in the hands of the elites.
Oh.
And
really?
Yeah, and
Sound like a
overall,
Republican
they're
now.
going to improve humanity faster, I think, in the long term.
Randy, I'm going to need you to write down your thoughts before you get high. All right.
You know what, Randy? You're basically on this path of this never-ending path. Okay, here, you know what's next after that? Then you don't just say the rich and the elite. You say we need more diversity up there too, so that we can, have more input. We're not narrow focused, so. Maybe we don't just need white guys, just old white guys. Maybe we need some more women in there. And you know what that leads to? Then next thing you know, it's like, well, now we've got women in there. Now, what else? Animals. Now we're going to put animals in there in leadership roles.
Ray.
And then inanimate object. Where does this end, Randy? Where does this end?
It ends with this comment here, because we're going to move on after this. But I would like to say that we were told all year that old white men and cops were bad, and an old white man and a cop were elected to the two highest offices in the land. So it's all
2
bullshit.
years ago, I'd agree.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. And everybody.
That was actually pretty good. That was a good one. Was that yours?
Which one?
What?
What are you talking about?
The old white man and a cop.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
that was good. That was good, man.
It was good because it's
You got me.
All right.
Sorry, I'm such
Ray.
a fucking mark. I'm sorry.
Ray,
Yes.
what do we got? What do we got tonight? What do we got going on?
We could do some thinking with your Dickman. How's that sound?
We could do some
How's that
thinking.
tickle your fancy.
We could do thinking with your Dickman. I think we can do some Christmas caroling, and we can look forward to the new year. I think we can do lots of things. All right.
Did you get the Svensson? He submitted a voice thingy.
When?
Audio submission thing.
When did he do
You got
that?
I don't know what it is.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to thinking with your
just
Dickman.
sent it through on Twitter like an hour ago, like a procrastinator.
He's got to tag me and not the show. I'm so busy. I can only check one thing, and I haven't even checked Twitter at all. All right. So we'll queue up thinking with your Dickman. I'll go find that voicemail from Svensson, and we'll do that as well. Okay. Here we go.
You want segments? We've got segments. It's Thinking with Your Dickman.
My wife is ordering so much shit from Amazon right now, and my email's on the account, and my fucking email is just like fucking, like, just full of fucking Amazon emails. Oh, your shit's on the way. Your shit's being, God damn it. All right, Ray, what do we got for thinking with your Dickman?
Mine does that and PayPal. Like, I get all the PayPal stuff that she does. Jacques.
Not me. Separate accounts, boys.
Jacques writes in, I can't ever get any work done. Every time I open a page in my Google search, there's inevitably some advertisement at the bottom about the hottest athletes ever, or jaws dropped when she wore this on the red carpet, or remember Barbara Eden? This is her at 89. Honestly, I have no idea who Barbara Eden is, but I'm clicking that link and I'm going to find out. The problem is that they make you click through 30 slides to get to the end.
Oh, I hate
Once
those.
I learn all there is to know about Barbara Eden, there's another link waiting for me, And yes, I'm going to take a tour of the $2.5 million house Mike Tyson just bought. The question is, how do I focus? I'm learning so much, but my work is starting to suffer.
Okay, so
this does sound like a Randy thing, maybe working from home.
Oh yeah, I could tackle this from many different facets, but Rem, please continue.
All right, we'll get to you, Randy, but I'm going to go to the very, very quick Jacques. And bonjour, Jacques. All right, bonjour, bienvenue, bon appetit, and welcome to the Rich Hickman Show, all the way from France, I assume, because your name is Jacques. I'm just going to make an assumption that's where you're writing from. Anyways,
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So the quick answer here,
Say about assuming.
yeah, I'm probably right. So the quick answer here is we can get into the shittiness of clickbaity crap in a bit. Nootropics, Jacques, nootropics. Okay, get some lion's mane mushroom in you. All right, get some mind formula. Get a whole bunch of these nootropic shit things, and you can super focus on what you're doing, man. Or just get a prescription of fucking like Adderall or some nonsense, and that'll get you going as well. Don't do too much of that because it can be habit forming and addicting, and it could lead to bad stuff if you mix with things that you shouldn't mix with. I would suggest more natural nootropics. There's Randy's amphetamines. His prescription amphetamines right up to the camera. I hope this is going on videos, but you have all of Randy's personal information. If you want a credit card, everybody, check out the YouTube channel. I for one have been indulging in a delicious tea from the chaga mushroom. All right. I've talked about this before. It's a mushroom that grows on birch trees in Siberia. And man, I feel better than ever. It's improved my mood. It's improved my sleep quality. And the pain in my back and knees is reduced because it reduces inflammation. I could just be making this all up, but I feel good. So I'm going to keep doing it. I want to get into that lion's mane shit, though. I haven't gotten into that yet. So I'll let you know how that goes. Randy, talk to me about how you get through this being a person who works from home, and then we can yell about clickbait and all the other bullshit that we see on the internet.
Yeah, so what I do is I do 40 minutes off, 20 minutes on. That means every hour I'm getting 20 minutes of work knocked out, and I just make sure that I'm super effective in those 20 minutes. And then that way I can nap, or I can, watch YouTube, or I can text Rim and Ray, or I can...
Yeah, what were you on today? Because you wouldn't stop today. Jesus Christ, my phone just kept beeping.
That's why it takes you 20 minutes to respond sometimes.
Yep. Yes, sir. It's 20 minutes of work. That's what I do, and 20 minutes a day keeps the deliverables away. That's what I say.
Well, there you go, Jacques. 20-40 split, man. 20 minutes of work, 40 minutes of off time. I actually thought it would be the other way around, Randy, but you flipped that script on me, man. So thank you. Yeah. Ray,
I like it.
Do you have any advice for Jacques?
Gonna get a raise this year.
I would say something along the it's basically, I don't know if it's piggybacking off of what Randy's saying, but if your supervisors or managers, or if no one said anything to you and you're literally just clicking ads and learning pop culture and random garbage knowledge, just keep doing it. Like, you're still getting paid. You're not like, no one's barking at you. Do more work.
Yeah, but Ray, that's annoying because the things he's talking about, it's never like just one article you can read. It's always number one, Barbara Eden. Barbara Eden was an actress. She's 89 years old now. She looks super hot.
He's going to be the next Ken Jennings.
Click,
I'm telling you.
Click next page for more. And you got to keep clicking and clicking and clicking. And
Yep.
God forbid you're doing it on your fucking mobile device. That website's set up like shit anyways, and it has to load all the other bullshit around it. And it's so fucking annoying. And it's not always compatible with all the browsers that you're using, between Chrome or Safari or Fire, whatever it is. All right. So, and like, there's some things that aren't even real clickbait things that I read, and I just want to throw my fucking phone across the room because the website's set up so badly for mobile. It's terrible. Like, can we get a good, decent, like mobile, oh God, what?
I got a Shark Tank idea.
This is it, baby.
A throwable phone. It's your throwaway phone that
I thought you were gonna
literally just You just browse for your porn and your stupid shit on there, and then when you just get mad at your phone, you can just throw it across the room.
I thought you were going to say something like a standard web browser that works on all platforms, but I guess a throwable phone. My father apparently broke his phone today, and instead of getting like a phone like that works, he got a flip phone. and he asked my mother to program all the contacts into the flip phone. You know, and there's no keypad on it, so he's got to hit all the buttons. You know, she's got to hit A, B, C to get to C. Yeah, don't do that with your eyebrows if you're not going to let me see your wife, you fucking asshole.
That was a quick in and out.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Oh, that quick?
Yeah, it was.
Damn, I didn't even catch it.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that was quick. Just in and out. It was a little quickie there.
Jacques, you bring up a serious concern, and I think we have to address this not just by complaining on a podcast, but actually by raising up as a society as we fight our politicians to take them down and restore, redo our government. At the same time, we could do this with mobile apps, okay, and web browsers on your mobile devices that don't work. All right, and clickbait. Like if we could get rid of clickbait, number one, we would cut down on Facebook misinformation considerably. Okay. And you know what? If we get rid of like anonymity on the internet, we'd get rid of a lot of clickbait as well. And I think those things kind of correlate to each other. I can't explain how right now because I'm 3/4 of the way into this Mike's Harder Lemonade. But anyways.
Yeah, now I'm out. Anonymity on the internet should be like, a basic right.
I don't know, man.
How about two internets?
One for
anonymous people and one for people that...
Well, there's kind of already that.
Neck out there.
Yeah, they have Twitter and Parler.
There's kind of already that.
All the racists go to Parler.
Well, no, there's the dark net.
And all the other racists go to Twitter. The racists who think they're doing the right thing. Yeah. Yeah, you got the dark net. The dark net. Randy, what's the most fucked up thing you've seen on the dark net? I'm sorry I asked that question, actually.
Well, there was a link for human trafficking, and that's whenever I got out of it and never went back.
Oh. All right. So. Well, on that note.
At Rich Dickman Enterprises, we love hearing your voice so much that we used an EDM instrumental backing track with a positive, uplifting feel while creating this bumper. Now, here are the voicemails so you can listen to the sound of your own annoying voices. You egotistical nerds.
Randy, what happened to the plastic bag you inhale your weed from? I see a long tube.
I figured you'd want to watch me whip.
In the nay-nay?
Watch you.
Watch me.
Season greetings to Rim, Ray, and everybody at the Rich Dickman Show, and all the listeners out there. This is Svensson out here, wishing everybody happy holidays, happy Hanukkah,
Aww.
Happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, and happy solstice.
Jesus.
You guys are doing great. I hope everyone has a wonderful, fabulous 2021, since we all know what a crap show 2020 is. But hey, new days are ahead, and hopefully looking better. Once again, this is Svensson here. I hope everybody is great. Take care.
Svensson, you voted for Trump, so you're responsible for 2020.
Yeah.
Hey, also, Svensson, you named way too many holidays that I don't believe in, so I'm super offended.
Yeah.
Super
Holy
offended.
shit, Ray.
Unbelievable.
That winter solstice stuff is super offensive, man. Like, not everybody has the right...
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, not everybody can celebrate that, That's fucked up, Svensson. I can't believe you would do something like that. What's the matter with
Dude, you guys want to hear something pretty heavy?
Yeah.
My daughter doesn't believe in Santa anymore.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I found out the other day, late night, she hit me up and was like, hey, I've known for about a month that Santa isn't real. And I was like, and you made me move that fucking elf?
And she was like, I thought that was real.
Yeah, now she's helping do the elf. So now her mom has less work to do for her little sister. So.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, Randy. It's going to happen to all of us. I think my son is starting to get a little bit too old. My daughter's still totally into it, so we're going to play for a little while. It'll be great. So, anyways, it is the Christmas season, and with the Christmas season, we mark the end of a year the upcoming beginning of a new year, all right? The promises and the hope that the new year can provide to us. So, Christmas is a great time to sit back and relax and be with family and friends, as long as you're not corona positive, and reflect and enjoy company and enjoy each other, celebrate what was. And maybe there's not so much about 2020 to celebrate, but goddamn it, we're going to find something. Ray, what are we celebrating for 2020, man? What was great for you this year?
Oh man, there's almost too many to list. First and foremost, we made it. Anyone that's going to sit here and try and bitch and moan, first and foremost, health is it's key, right? Those of us that are here, it could be worse. All right. Now, personally, on a personal note, I've continued to enjoy the benefits of President Trump being in the White House. As I've stated in the past, in 2016, I earned my degree, got it in the mail, same day Trump was inaugurated. It's not a coincidence. That is not a coincidence. And as his time in the office has continued, my life has done nothing but improve. Due to no fault of my own. It's literally like I don't control anything, right? Basically, whoever's in the White House does. So all I can say is, as we move toward 2021, I have hope for the future. I'm sad for this ending, but you know what? It's been the best of the last 4 years, and so I'm just really appreciative of that. How about you guys?
Yeah, Randy.
What about you, Ram?
No, I'm gonna go last. I want to know what was great about 2020 for Randy.
Dude, if I'm being 100% real, 2020 wasn't that bad for me. I'm an introvert, and so like I've been working from home since April. My office is over an hour away, so I saved all that gas. I don't have to put on fancy clothes every day that I hate because I'm fat and they're tight. And I just, and I feel like, and then I got a big man and a little coat. I left my coat, my jacket there.
Yeah.
But all in all, other than losing that jacket or access to it without going into the office, 2020 has been pretty good for me because hell, we were just talking about it. Even my girlfriend got a several month vacation because her company laid her off and she got unemployment whenever it was, the big unemployment, the big money. And so she got a little paid time off. I mean, it was still stressful not having a job for a time period, but all in all, like, it's pretty much, all upside for old Banders here. Old Randy
Bandy.
So,
Randy Bo Bandy. My man. And I'm glad that, people who were put out of work, were taken care of a little bit this year for several months. And that's good. And it's a goddamn shame that it needs to be even a political discussion on how to help the people that were forced out of work through no fault of their own. But that's, as for me, learned a lot about myself this year, Ray and Randy. Learned a lot about myself, all right? I always knew I was the man, but I never had the balls to say it. But I am the man. I am the man, okay? I got a lot of
Becky
people
Lynch? Oh, my God, I always knew it. I always knew that underneath that mask, you were Becky fucking Lynch.
And I never fucked Chris O.C. But...
No, Becky, that's not what I heard.
No. She got a little baby now. Her and Mr. Rollins got a baby. Becky Lynn Rollins.
Yeah, and you said earlier Ray was Rollins. So does that mean?
Yes, I guess Ray's banging Becky Lynch. So good for you. Good for you, Rayzo.
Well,
all right. What was I saying? Oh, so let's go. So 2020. All right, 2020. I learned a lot about me. All right, I learned how good I am at the things I do. All right, and that's not me bragging about anything. That's me coming to realization. All right, as I turned 40 this year, that I do really well at my job, right? And I take good care of my family. And really, that's all that really matters, okay? I understand. I recognize that I am a content creator. I am a failure as a content creator, okay? I understand, and it's okay. It's okay, all right? Because we don't need more than 8 listeners on this show because, you know what? I get to hang out with my boys every week and shoot the shit and have a couple of drinks, okay? I don't need I don't need a huge listener audience like 15 people like NFHC does. Okay. I don't need that.
Yeah.
I got Svensson.
You don't need that.
Go fuck yourself. Okay. I got Svensson listening to this show.
Yeah.
That's it. All right.
Yeah. He doesn't listen to NFHC.
Yeah. I had the balls to
I don't listen to NFHC.
to create some YouTube content this year. All right?
Download it. Don't listen.
We got some our eating challenges with me and the boys, and we've got my cooking videos and my winter outdoor video, and we got my bourbon video. All right, there's all out there. And again, I'm a failure as a content creator, but it's okay. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with trying and failing and trying again and failing again and trying again, but still failing, but you still having fun doing it. Like, oh yeah, you make excuses for why you do the things you do, but it's cool. No big deal. All right. But what was I going to say? I forgot. I am losing. My friend Mike hasn't been in town in a few days. All right. So you wonder why I can't remember. I'm just so fucking tired. Okay. I learned a lot about myself is what I'm saying. And I learned that, it's okay to say no. All right. Say no to drugs, kids. Say no to unwanted sex. Okay. Also say no to jobs that you don't want to do and don't need to do. All right. Especially when nobody really asks you to do it. They just tell you to do it. And you're like, you know what? That kind of fucks everything up. I shouldn't be doing this. Say no. So next year I will say no. I will say no. I will not be working 27 days in a row or whatever it is I have been. All right. Here's else. Another thing I learned. Rich Dickman is kind of an asshole. Okay. He's kind of an asshole. I thought he was a cool dude. He's kind of an asshole this year, okay? Because he didn't let us stop working, Ray. We had to work through this pandemic, or he decided that his company was essential. So we had to keep producing content, even when it was hard to do, even when the topics we had to speak about were uncomfortable. When we had to alienate people like HDNB with our wild views on people needing to take care of themselves and needing to go to work and not locking things down for something that only kills old people. Let's just protect the old people. This is wild views, and we're alienating people. So we've lost friends along the way as well. And I would also like to say I'm very thankful this year. And I know this may sound odd to my friends Ray and Randy, but I'm very thankful and very glad that Jules Scott exists in this world still. Okay? Because, it makes me feel even better about myself and how much of a failure she is versus how much of a failure I am. She is much more of a failure in life. Maybe not so much in the content creation stuff, but in life, she is a huge failure. And it turns out, after we had one listener in Minnesota check out episode 130, Personal Experience, about the Personal Experience podcast that went over Jules's history and content creation, the Personal Experience podcast seems to be no more. There has not been a new episode released. It
was a long, strong run, though.
Yeah, long, strong run of 10 episodes. Yeah.
Most podcasts don't make it to 10 episodes. You know that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
I've launched 9 podcasts. None of them have made it to 10 episodes.
And this is 139.
None of them made it to 1 episode.
Of the Rich Dickman Show. And that's a lot of poking and prodding by Mr. Dickman, of course, but it's also a lot of Ray and Randy keeping me in the game. So, thank you, Jules. Jules, I wish you the merriest Christmas of all alone in your apartment looking at your tree with your cat. I hope it's a great Christmas morning for you with your Etsy gifts that weren't delivered because the Postal Service or UPS or FedEx are running way behind. And you have a lot of customers.
No. This came from Etsy. We got it in time. Look at it.
Thank God. I'm so glad.
That's a gorgeous Dickosaurus.
Yeah. Remember,
That's
Jules, it was 2.5 years, not one. Okay. You don't do 114 episodes in 1 year. It's a weekly podcast. It's almost impossible. All right.
Whew, buddy.
Yeah. I would like to say to my friends, and you know what? And fuck you guys, okay? Because I do this every week, but I love these guys and they make me laugh. All right. But the Not for Human Consumption podcast, our friends over there, our podcast best friends. All right. It's been a fantastic run of episodes the last few weeks, and they have kept me laughing throughout the week, aside from you guys and anything, because I don't listen to too much these days. We haven't had a season of Survivor since May, okay? Because Corona ruined Survivor. I don't know. I mean, they shoot Survivor on an island, How are you going to get coronavirus? Oh, actually, they actually got coronavirus in Antarctica. So I guess there's no stopping it. There's no stopping the virus. No matter what you do, there's no stopping it. So maybe just fucking survive.
And now it's mutating.
Oh, that was episode 98. You know what, Randy? You can take your mutations. You can shove them right up your ass, okay? Because everything mutates, all right? God damn, Randy. When it mutates into killing people my age, and then I'll start to worry. What else do I want to say? Okay, so this year has been quite the struggle for a lot of us. Okay, you know, there's been a lot of mental anguish for many people. All right, and I am not. You are not alone, is what I want to say, because I have not been immune to this myself. I do know that if I didn't have my wife and my children and my friends Randy and Ray, I would be on a long, dark, deep path of addiction of something. I don't know what it would be, but I would be addicted to something, whether it be video games, meth
guy,
opium of some sort, cocaine. You know, it would be something. If I was a single man right now, Ray, at 40 years old with a job and nothing, no bills because everything was closed, I would be losing my mind. I'd either gambling it away with CJ at an underground poker game in Michigan,
or in the stock market,
or in the stock. It would something bad.
Sued.
And I had this conversation with my mom the other day when I was yelling at her about how coronavirus and the protocols make zero sense. And I said, Mom, if I was not in the spot in life that I am now, I would be lost. All right. And she laughed. She's like, that's fine. So I was like, oh, great. I'm glad I had this deep discussion with you. Jesus Christ, you bitch. Like, I'm opening my soul. I'm opening my heart and being vulnerable for a minute. And you're just laughing. You think I'm making a joke. I'm not making a joke, Ma. Like, I would seriously be down a long, dark, deep path, a hole of depression and anxiety and addiction. But I'm not, because I have people in my life to keep me sane. And what I wanted to say. So any of you out there who may be feeling the same, you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and you're appreciated. And if you don't agree with me, go fuck yourself. And hey, Jules, how you doing out there? I hope it's great. Hope you have a great 2021. We could do New Year's though next year. What else I want to say here for our Christmas message, Ray? Or do you want to say anything? Oh, there's Svensson.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Like, man, we could get kind of serious about it, but the reality is, like, we joke around because somehow I'm going to know what's going through someone else's mind. We're going to say it here on the podcast. It's going to fix your problems. No, we're here to tell the jokes. And you know what? Like, kind of what you're saying, it's nice to have perspective. If you can build your life in a way that you have perspective, it'll ground you. And that is probably the best position to be in. So you have to understand there are people that care about you. Flipping the calendar to 2021, nothing's changing. I'm sorry. It's not 2020, not the worst year ever. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's all downhill from here,
boys.
boys.
Get over it.
Listen.
No, like for real. You just do a quick Google search. Is 2020 the worst year ever? I guarantee you'll quickly change your opinion on 2020 being the worst year ever.
Remember the Black Death?
It's just a 9/11 a day. I mean, that's all it is.
There's plenty of other years that have been a lot worse than this. Now, has it been easy? No, we're dealing with stuff that is unique, and that's where, like I said, get the perspective, get yourself grounded, understand there are people that care about you, that love you, and that's, if you can get to that position in your life, it will go a long way in actually bringing a lot more happiness. And I mean, man, I the 1 year that I spent in a brick and mortar college, the one thing I took away from that was them saying, once you realize that life is hard and can accept that and deal with it, that's when life actually becomes easier. As in,
that's fucking that's Buddhist, man. That's Buddhist. That's no joke.
Yeah, you don't fucking, the calendar doesn't flip, and the next thing you know, everything's all rainbows and unicorn. You guys, like, life is tough for everybody. That's why we come on here, have the fun, try and do the best we can in bringing some joy to the times where people, it's the holidays. It is stressful. People are working their ass off. getting coronavirus left and right. I bought a fucking house.
I had to make 4 trips down the stairs to get all the presents to parents' houses.
I spent 10 years living in low-income housing, being a useless piece of shit, and worked my fucking tail off to buy this house so I could finally host a holiday, and coronavirus has ruined it twice now.
Ray, that's your Chinese privilege.
You know, it is what it is.
You didn't do that shit. That's your Chinese privilege.
It was actually Trump. It was Trump, actually.
Ray, I'm going to come back. You're still going. I'm sorry.
All I'm saying is, like, shit happens. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Randy.
That's it.
Randy, do you have a Christmas wish this year? What's your Christmas wish for the world or a podcast audience or yourself or Svensson or what would be your Christmas wish? Ray, start thinking of one.
My wish, if I could have anything in the world, would be for everyone to step back and realize that we're being controlled by an AI that got loose in the year 2014 when
Obama. God damn it.
Google developed AlphaGo. It was the first time, like it beat chess, then it beat the Go Master, and now they're working on StarCraft, but it's already started feeding all this data to it, and it manipulates everything that happens.
All right. Thank you, Randy.
But my wish is that the AI is kind to us.
God, I hope so. Because robots, man, they don't give a shit about racism. They'll fuck you up anyways. But we can be racist as robots. Crazy as shit. Ray, what is your Christmas wish this year?
That they do recount the votes and Trump gets back into office, because, I mean, like I said, these last 4 years are pretty fucking good. I mean, I don't want the party to stop. I know it might sound selfish. But you know what? It's my Christmas wish, not yours. So fuck off. Yeah. It's my Christmas wish. Trump in office 4 more years.
You know, it's going to be funny in 25 years or so when history books reveal that it was actually Donald Trump who saved us for 4 years from our horrible politicians. And it kind of leads me into my Christmas wish this year. Is my Christmas wish? Yeah. My Christmas wish is that I hope we all wake up Christmas morning and realize what terrible scumbag pieces of shit our politicians are, left and right. We've been divided for so long. We've lost sight of what's really important. And what's really important is recognizing that politicians are all scumbags, that politicians have all been bought, paid for, and sold by lobbyists and other corporate interests, and that none of them has your best interest at heart. And I'm so sorry if you believe that they do, because they don't. All right? They don't need your money. They get your tax money regardless of whether you want to give it to them or not. They just take it. And they think $600 is plenty. We'll put the country out of work for months on end, and we'll mismanage a quote unquote pandemic, and we'll do all this shit, and we'll just give you $600 and you'll be happy. You'll just be happy we gave you something. So here you go. Enjoy it, motherfucker. Enjoy it. Because that's good. You're going to get. It's all you're getting. It's all you're worth to these people. $600, Ray. $600 per person. But let's do, what is it? $54 million for gender studies in Pakistan. Okay. No big deal. Ain't no thing. I mean, if you got through 2020 worshiping a politician, I really hope that this bill that they put before the president to sign opened your eyes to what absolute worthless pieces of shit every single one of them are. Again, Republican, Democrat, socialist, fascist, communist, Nazi, who fucking cares? They're all horrible people, and they all deserve prison and nothing but our disdain. And you know what? If you have coronavirus, feel free to spit on them, okay? If you have a spitting fetish and you have coronavirus, spit on a politician. Because God damn it, they're all just horrible, horrible people, and not a single one of them cares about you or your family or your Christmas. That's my Christmas wish.
Well, 2 things. You might get fined by the NFL if you spit on somebody. That's a NFL joke from this week that neither of you guys got. And also, some of the politicians, there's a couple cute ones. They're okay. They're not bought and paid for. So they got my vote.
They're bought and paid for, Ray. Every single one of them. Okay.
No,
not the cute ones. Your girlfriend AOC tweets about how horrible the bill is, yet she still votes yes on it. Okay. She can go fuck herself too.
Standing up to the bad ones.
Yeah, by voting yes. Exactly. The only person saving us would be Trump, who's going to veto that bullshit and get more for the people of the country. And okay, but really, my Christmas wish is this. All right, is that that I'm not a failure as a content creator next year. And this is a personal wish, is that we continue to grow. And if we don't grow, it's okay. Because the 8.5 of you who do listen every week, I do appreciate. Actually, the 8.5 of you, excuse me, the 6 of you who are 3 weeks behind, and the 2 of you who are current, and the half of you who fluctuates between, we really appreciate. We really appreciate everything that you give us. You know,
I've been watching it 3 times a week.
That was gold.
You don't make us work too hard by sending in too many voicemails. So thank you for that. You don't make us read a ton of emails to get good thinking with your dickmans. We get one every week.
Voicemail curve.
Yeah, it's just fantastic. Like if we could fight coronavirus the way you guys participate in this show, it'd be fucking amazing. Like we'd have coronavirus done in 3 episodes. Okay, so I appreciate your participation or lack thereof, and it just makes this show so much easier. Yeah, so much easier because I just get on here and have a couple drinks and just shoot the shit with my boys. And you guys, some of you like it. All right. That's it. So that's our Christmas episode. Ray, what'd you get your wife for Christmas?
It's my dick in a box. That was it.
Beautiful.
Like I literally just got her my dick in a box.
Yes, I love it.
Was I supposed to like get her something else? She said that's been great the last 10 years.
Pictures.
Actually, this is the 10th year.
She's 29.
Yeah.
When did you start? So you started? Did you marry her at 19? When did you start dating her, Ray?
Yeah. I think when she was 18. Yeah, she was 18.
Ray, you married a bitch at 19? Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, well, we had a kid.
Like, you're fucking complaining that she's a gold digger, but like, what else did you expect from her?
Well, she obviously is playing the long game of putting up with me for 8 to 10 years living in low income. So she would see that one day I'd break through and she could just take all my money.
Goddamn.
She's a wily one.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man.
I hope
she predicted Donald Trump. She was ahead of the pundits.
She's not in her sexual prime yet, man. I hope she stays loyal to you, baby. Like you got a couple more years before she starts looking at those 22-year-old dudes, their shirts off, working on that big pool of yours in the backyard. Like,
hey, dude, it's already peaking. She's peaking.
When you got those dudes out there doing the pool or mowing your lawn or doing your gardening because you're too busy working to do that shit on your own, and she's just sitting there all thirsty in the window looking in the back. You know, she's drinking that lemonade and some of it's dripping down her chin and down her chest. And it's like, yeah, I've seen that too many times in porn, man.
No, so I got like this. I got someone that they said that they would help me do the backyard for a 12-pack of White Claws. You think that guy's gonna really tickle her fancy? No, I'm good.
Listen,
I'm good.
Kendra Lust is like fucking Jordi El Polo Loco. Okay, so they'll fuck anybody. All right, you got to see this guy. All right? Randy, what did you get Kristen for Christmas?
Let's see, guys. I got her the big gift. She doesn't know this, so I got to be quiet.
The compact disc?
Is she right to your? Is she right next to you?
No, she's in the other room. Or else I'd be gagging probably because she'd be. Oh God, I don't want to think about it. I
don't want to lose my audio.
Okay.
Oh no.
So the first thing, I set up a direct deposit of $50 a paycheck to give her for her birthday. So she'd have $1,200 so we can take a trip next year, hopefully, in November. So that was the first gift. The second gift was a Bun coffee pot. I already gave her that because, Bun coffee pots are great. They're super fast and they make up to 10 cups of coffee and they'll keep it warm all day long. And it's under $100. I mean, come on. Yeah. And then let's see, I got her a couple of t-shirts, an Orange Cassidy shirt that says color here and it just says orange. Yeah, well, it's kind of like limp. You're close. There you go. And then, got her a D&D shirt and some slippers and some different stuff.
You mentioned coffee pots. It's funny, if you watch the video, the snowstorm video, I live in the woods. And so I go, my wife last night, she set the coffee pot, right? She had it all ready to go. So at 6:00, the coffee was dripping and brewing. I went to go pour myself a cup of coffee in my travel mug so I can get off to work. And I look at the mug and there's something in there. I'm like, what the fuck is it? There's a goddamn stink bug that got into the coffee pot and brewed with the coffee. I'm like, what the fuck? What the
Bro.
God damn it.
Stink bugs are the worst.
Thankfully, the coffee pot also has a Keurig on it, so I was able to get a cup of coffee and get the hell out of there. Yeah, but, so now you may be wondering, Rem, what did you get your wife for Christmas? All right? I can get her shit. I can get her nothing, okay? No Christmas presents for my wife. And she can get me shit either, okay? Because she decided long ago we don't get each other anything. We just get it all for the kids. And every time I try to introduce presents again to her, she's like, oh, I didn't get you anything. And I feel like an asshole because I got her something. She didn't get me anything. All right? So we don't get Christmas presents. All right? So this is what I said. I said, bitch, I want to get you a Christmas present. What do you need? And she's like, well, I kind of need a necklace. Okay, I was going to get a necklace. I was going to get her a nice little necklace. She needs a new necklace, right? But then I got this fucking job, right, where I can't get the fuck out of my job. All right, it's just full of coronavirus and lots of work. I can't get to the goddamn store. So I said, bitch, I can't get you.
No excuses.
I can't get you a Christmas present. And she said, good, I didn't get you shit either. I'm like, fucking awesome. That's fantastic. So maybe we'll just go out to dinner next week when I'm on vacation. Let's have a nice dinner, the two of us. How's that sound? Okay, that'll work. So that's what we got. Yeah, and that's how I talked to her, too. I said, bitch, I'm not getting you any.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what I actually got my wife was a Roomba, which is ready for picking up tomorrow. So I gotta go.
My mother texted me. She's like, would you guys be interested in a Roomba? And I'm like, no, why? She's like, well, they're on sale. I was thinking maybe you guys could use a Roomba. You wouldn't have to vacuum anymore. I was like, Mom, have you seen my house? And all the shit, like, the house is too big. The rooms are weird. Like, the Roomba's not going to do shit for us. Like, what are you thinking? Give me a blender. And then
Have you seen the new ones?
No.
They got some fucking technology in them. AI. Randy would love the AI technology in these things.
Yeah, I come home, my cats are fucking murdered. My kids are hanging upside down by the ceiling fan. Yeah, the Roomba is like, hello, I am your
discipline
Roomba.
Your kids for you.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this: do you have Alexas or Google Homes?
Yes.
Yeah, Google Homes. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, dude. Yep, everything's being harvested. They know everything.
So this
about
thing, Randy, tell me if this means anything to you. This thing says it has IQ navigation and AI laser vision.
Yep. Yeah,
It's a robot
doesn't that mean
vacuum.
that it uses LiDAR? I think it uses LiDAR to scope out the room.
All I know is this place where we clean his fucking whistle every day when I come home from work.
No, it won't,
No
because
excuses
it won't
now.
get charged. Nobody will dock it properly, or they'll unplug it, and you're
It
gonna
should
come home.
automatically dock.
Yeah, there's gonna be fucking cat litter all over the floor. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? Why do I have to come home and clean the fucking house? Like, why? There's 4 people living in this house. Not a single one of you can clean the cat box, right? Nobody can get up off their ass and scoop the shit out of the cat box, right? You take
Rim,
time
I
to
gag.
feed the cat.
I gag
you can
with the
feed
cat
the cat.
box, buddy.
Like, it's not a problem. I say you feed the cats because I'm not feeding them for you, and that's fine. But I don't want to see poop. What do you mean? The poop is right behind the goddamn food bowl. You're looking at the poop as you're feeding them. So fucking scoop it. If you scoop it every day, it's not going to be a big deal. You scoop the litter box once a day, and then boom, done. Don't wait for me to do it or Ray to do it every 3 days because because Ray's working like an asshole. He's working his ass off. He comes home and doesn't know what fucking day it is. He's got to think about scooping a cat box. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Just scoop the box just once. Scoop it once. It made me feel good about myself. All right? Maybe not feel like killing myself because nobody wants to fucking help with the cat box. I'm stuck in scooping shit. Like bags are full of shit and clumps of piss out of the goddamn for 3 fucking cats, and nobody wants to help. No, it's so hard to get any
You
goddamn
only have
help
one
around
cat
here.
box for 3 cats.
It's a big fucking box, Randy. Don't judge me, okay? I'm not putting 3 fucking litter
You're
boxes around the
supposed to
house.
have one
thing-
for each one
It's
and
3
an
feet.
extra one.
It's 3 feet long. They can go fuck themselves. They don't like it. They can go somewhere else to live. Fuck those cats. I'm so sick of their goddamn piece of shit.
You know what I did?
It's Ray's cat box.
Trained my kids to be ready to scoop poop. And I read that book, Everybody Poops, to them all the time growing up. So now it's Kaylee's job to scoop the poop. So whenever this poop is time to scoop, I'm like, go scoop it. She's like, all right, that's my job. So the other day I'm telling Stella, hey, Kaylee's not here. It's your turn to go scoop the poop. And she's like, oh, it makes me want to gag. Oh, it's gross. It smells bad. So I'm trying to convince her to do it. And for whatever, who knows what, this is a 7-year-old kid's mind. She goes, Mommy, Daddy, who do you think poops the most in this house? And I'm like, so of course they're pointing the finger at me, and I try and just pawn off like, hey, Stella, I don't even poop ever. I never poop. And she looks at me straight face and says, Daddy, everybody poops.
Boom. Fucking
Son
owned.
of a bitch,
Fucking
threw it right
owned.
back in my face.
Fucking owned. That's
right
great.
back in my face.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I raised her well.
Let's Ray, say the words, man.
Let's bring this baby home.
Thank you, sir.
Already?
So,
Style.
yeah, already. Randy, I gotta go to work again. Even though I should be quarantining, I have to go to work.
Oh, brother, just know that you're loved and that we care about you, and that if you ever need anything, we're here.
Thanks, pal.
Okay?
Appreciate it.
And there's that song by Logic that I don't remember the number to, but it's about a number.
Yeah.
It's the suicide hotline.
And
So-
Yeah. And just let us know whenever to start the recording.
Yes.
in the song "The Aeroplane Flies High, Looks Left, Turns Right" by the Smashing Pumpkins, there's a line in there that says, "If I knew where I was going, I would already be there." And it's kind of like how I live my
there you
life. You know, Merry Christmas, everybody. All right, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, fuck you. Merry Christmas, because it's fucking Christmas. So Merry fucking Christmas. All right, enjoy it. We say Merry Christmas in this house.
Commercial. It's a
Right.
secular holiday.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Diwali, all that shit. All right, enjoy whatever it is you're celebrating, because the most important thing is celebrating with your friends and your family and being with them and enjoying the company of the ones you love. Thank you for all the time that you've listened to us this year. And if you choose to continue after this year, thank you again. And thank you for supporting my failed creations. Do appreciate it and love each and every one of you who do. But seriously, Merry Christmas. 2020 kind of sucked. Let's just, you know what? I'm always an optimist, Ray. Let's just hope 2021 is just a tad bit better. Like just a tad bit, a tad bit less masky. Tad bit less, you can't come into this bar and drink. A tad bit less, we can only put so many people in this restaurant tonight, right? There's a little less of that, okay? And a little more of, hey, fuck yeah, let's party, all right? Let's get back to some live wrestling events, because I'm so sick of not having a live crowd at wrestling, Randy. Jesus Christ.
Statistically, it's supposed to be better.
Oh, okay, good. Well, we got
You know, as a live
on the
crowd,
side.
AEW, because Florida doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, fuck yeah, go
You know
Florida.
the Florida national anthem, right?
Don't give a fuck. Florida, South Dakota. Here I come, baby. Here I come. All right, let me get this shit up. So let's turn the music down. Let's turn the Christmas music down. All right, there we go. Boom. All right, so here we are. I gotta see the thing. All right, hey guys, if you like what we do and you want to support the show, just tell a friend, man. Just tell a friend and leave a review. If you like us even more than that, you can check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Rich Dickman. Coming very soon to the Patreon, a full, unaltered Liquor Fueled episode, Liquor Fueled number 2. I'm going to throw that on. I would like to do that tonight, but I'm probably too drunk, so I will do that tomorrow. But that Liquor Fueled number 2 is coming to you. I don't even know what's in it, so it will be uncensored. Like if there's shit I need to censor, it's not going to be censored. So you can check that out at patreon.com/Rich Dickman. And also, after last week's episode, Randy's sister apparently called in after I left, and Ray's work.
I don't
was
remember
talking
that
about
shit.
how
No.
much she wanted to bang me or something. I don't know actually what happened. I wasn't there, but Ray has like 3 more hours of content that he needs to edit down. So that'll be a bonus episode coming very soon. You can find us online at richdickman.com for all your Rich Dickman needs. Click the merch tab, get yourself some swag. It's too late for Christmas presents. It'll never arrive in time, but sure, after Christmas, you got some extra Christmas money. You want to buy a t-shirt, a mask, a sweatshirt. We got all that's there. All that's there at richdickman.com for all your Rich Dickman. I said that already, but go to amazon.com, search Rich Dickman, get yourself a Peaceful Protester shirt as well, or the ever popular Eat the Rich shirt. Ray, that thing's still selling like a mofo, and it's doing pretty well. So thank you for all those of you who have bought them. Probably many of you who bought the Eat the Rich shirt don't even listen to the show, don't even know what it is. So hey, check out the YouTube channel. Subscribe, just search Rich Dickman. You'll find it up there. I've got my snowstorm video and my tasting, my first crack open of my E.H. Taylor bourbon video, plus our episodes. So check those out. Subscribe. That'd be great. And of course, there's our friends, Not Human Consumption. Listen to those guys as well. Email the show, richdickmanshow@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter at Rich Dickman Show. You can find executive producer Randy at sirzero@gmail.com. That's 0 with an E. You can find producer Ryan at RyanTRDS. You can find me. I am at Rem Dickman. And of course, my mother's at Rem_Mama. And Ray, how do we find you?
On Twitter at Jules Wenfeld. which again, I gave back the @POTUS to that guy, whatever. But still, call the voicemail line, 860-316-4776. I'm still waiting. So Svensson typed a couple really good potential voicemails into the live show chat. I told him he needs to disguise his voice and call those in. I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that. That's number one next week on my my hopeful list. That's my number one Christmas wish list item right now. Svensson disguising his voice, calling in a voicemail. I don't even care what the content. Just disguise your voice, Svensson, and call in a voicemail.
Jesus Christ, Svensson.
That's all I want.
That's all I want. Hey, you out there, enjoy your Christmas. If you have any time off, enjoy your time off. All right, take a break, relax, reset. All right, let's get ready for the big week between 2020 and 2020. No, there's no week. The last week of 2020 as we get ready for 2021, okay? Because that's our year, baby. We're fucking taking over the world, or we're not. Either way, season 3 is coming soon. Okay, we got 10 episodes after this. Contract negotiations are starting. Contract negotiations
in the mail
are starting
already.
Yeah, Randy's going to have to get a hold of his own lawyer to deal with Mr. Silver. But anyway, hey, we're here for you. Hey, again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever it is you celebrate or don't celebrate, enjoy it, and we will be back next week with an all-new episode. It won't be a best of because Randy doesn't do best ofs anymore. God damn it. It would have been so much easier just to do a best of episode. But I know what you're going to do.
Grim, I said I was sorry.
Good night.
Merry see ya.
I'm not going to say suck it this time, but I'm going to say, yeah!
Do the but you got to do the high five with the like the 3, boom, high five.
Yeah! Jump in the air.
Yeah!
Woo! Yay, that was so camaraderie.
Go team. Woo!
Hey, there's a kitty cat, and never mind, it's gone.
Hey, Ray. Ray.
Yeah?
This has we haven't done this in a while, but what do you think? F, M, or T tonight?
Ooh. All right. Hold on. Let me process a couple variables real quick. We're going to go. I think we need to go with M.
M?
I think we need to go with M. Yep.
Okay. I'm still waiting.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be the best bet.
I'm still waiting for the crossover of 2 of the 3. There is kind of some F and T together, but it's not very good. I haven't seen the M and T or the M and F. I'm waiting for that. That's like the holy grail.
Well, it's kind of hard to mix the F and the M, right?
No.
Unless you're talking about multiple parties in the same.
No, it's not hard. You just have to have some open-minded people to do it.
No. What I'm saying is you can't get that in one person.
No, you get 2. Yeah.
Therefore, you have to get. Yeah.
Like if you had Sarah Starr and Jules Jade in the same scene together, that's fucking fire right there. I don't think they know each other. Next time Sarah's, I don't have to ask her if she knows Jules Jade. But
yeah. We should set that up.
Even better.
That's literally just like
if you have Sarah Starr and Amber DeLuca, they're like, goddamn. Like
it's super niche. I mean,
nobody knows.
There's probably only like 8 people in the United States that are like really
330 million.
Yeah, next time we have Sarah on, I really want to get into like who she wants to work with, and what she's willing, how far she's willing to go. Because she said she'd be up for that person with the 2 penises to give that a shot.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think she has many limits.
I should probably just be frank and ask her like if she would, like on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited she would be to do a scene with me. I mean, she's already seen my dick and rated it very highly.
Yeah.
Obviously, that does not translate to
imagine if your wife walked by
for doing a scene.
Your wife is like,
so it is kind of a follow up question.
You're like, Raymond, who saw your dick? Raymond, like who are you talking? Was it Rem? And you, yeah, it was Rem. It was definitely Rem. I call him she all the time. Don't do that. No, make it Randy. Make Randy your dick bitch. Fucking Randy.